Just wanted to check.
We're live. We're on the Archie Luxury corporate channel, the new home for live streaming. And I got to be honest with you guys. This is I'm just doing a vid with Loudmouth. Loudmouth, you got a corporate haircut. What happened?
Yeah, I did. I went to get my hair cut a couple of days ago, and my regular barber, who I've had for a long, long time, he cut it pretty short. My hair looks like the roof of a house. It's shorter than it normally is.
I like it. I like it.
It'll grow out. No problem.
Now, could we just have a quick look? We want to talk. This is Loudmouth Tim House Repairs. How is that cover holding up? Let's have a look. Ah, it looks amazing.
Nice job.
You've been happy with the job you did?
Oh, yeah. I had to get in there once, so it was very useful to have it be a removable panel.
You know, I don't want to be rude, Loudmouth.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, when you get to a certain weight, it's kind of dangerous climbing up in your roof. You know, I think I'm too large to do that.
That's true. And not only that, I climb up there on a very old wooden ladder that I greatly exceed the weight rating of.
Yes.
I'm amazed that
Yankee Doodle, $2. Holy shit, the Archibald is live. Live, baby. Thank you, Yankee Doodle. Tim, I exceed the weight. If these cheap Chinese ladders, you know, 100, you know, these cheap Chinese ladders have a weight limit of 110. Now, because I still use, you know, in the dating sites, I still use the, how do I put this? In the dating sites, the maximum toggle is 110 kilos. I'll just convert that to pounds for you, okay? So I think if I could say that in the dating site, I'm also obviously going to be safe saying it in the okay.
I weighed myself today.
My ladder is rated 242 pounds.
242. Yes, I would not be safe on that thing.
Yeah, well,
I weighed myself today before I got on the show. Archie, I already got the scale. I'm at 333 today. Over the past few weeks, I was actually sick for a while. I had the sore throat and sinus chest congestion thing going on, and my weight, with all the medicine I was taking, my weight bounced up to 340.
I was 296. 296. Yeah. Do you want me to go and have a weigh now? I'll go and have a weigh for you.
You can go ahead and go ahead and look on your scale there.
No, I got to go outside to do it because I got carpet in the studio.
Oh,
and that was giving false lower readings. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It has to be on a good solid surface.
Yeah, just hang on
while you're doing that.
Yeah, I'll go and do that now. Just give me a tick.
Hi, everyone. This is Tim from LoudmouthTim.com, home of online video, the longest-running web series in internet history, 16 years and 186 episodes to date. Today, I made my 186th episode, so look for it on LoudmouthTim.com and also my YouTube channel, Loudmouth Tim. Archie,
hey, Tim.
I put 2 videos on my YouTube channel, Archie. My Loudmouth Tim YouTube channel. I made one for my 186th episode. I put it on my website. I filmed it today. I edited it today. I posted it today. And I put it on YouTube today. It's all about this whole Google, Alexa, Amazon Echo, and Nest home security thing, and how the NSA really created them to spy on you. They give it to Google and put Google's name on it. So you think you're buying from Google, but you're buying from the government spy agencies. Conspiracy theory time. And also, my last episode here with you, we had my little bird.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. My last episode, we had my bird.
302 pounds.
302?
I just took a shit as well. I thought I would have come in under.
Well, I would love to be 302 right now, Archie. My face would be noticeably less fat if I was 302. I can tell you that. I'm sure of that. I made also on my YouTube channel, my Loudmouth Tim channel, I made a special episode for my bird. There's bird cockatiel videos. I mean, when the bird flies, sings, and other things. 5 minutes of his best moments of the little unique things he does. So go check out that and episode 186 at loudmouthtim.com and YouTube channel Loudmouth Tim.
Now, by the way, Tim, if you don't mind, sorry, $2 super chat, Yankee Doodle. Tim makes me miss the Clydester. Tim, can you just put the link to your channel and the video in the comments here? Just do it now. Do it now.
Okay, let me see if I can type in there. I can't put a website in there.
Yes, you
can. I have to go to my channel and link it
yes,
out.
You can put a website in there.
Let me give it a shot.
I'll do it now. Loudmouthtim.com. There you go. It goes in. Look.
I'll put it up on here. I got it here. I got the copy of that. I'll hit back, and I'll go down to the chat box here, and I'll hit paste, and I'll hit enter. Hey, it worked. That's for my beaker video.
Now, what watch are you wearing there? So, what were you showing off there? What was that watch?
Wristwatch check. Invicta 14969 in quartz. If you want to be like Tim from loudmouthtim.com, use a highly accurate Invicta 14969 in quartz.
And honestly, it doesn't look terribly much different to my plain Jane Milgauss.
Yeah.
It doesn't look much different. And you know, from 15 feet away, you can't even see any different. They just say, the girls in the bar will just say, who are those two fat guys?
Yeah. They aren't going to understand the nuances between my $80 Invicta and your thousands of dollar Breitling or whatever you're wearing there.
Milgauss.
Yes, Milgauss.
Now, Tim, I got to talk to you. How is the IT work going? What's happening? Tell me.
The IT job has been doing pretty good. I'm doing my job as a data center infrastructure technician.
Oh, I got a diet tip. Can I tell you a diet tip?
Okay.
Okay. I have spare, let me tell you this. These are spare buttons. You know how, these are spare little buttons, right?
Uh-huh.
If you're feeling hungry for snacks and that, you can chew on them.
Chew on a button.
Yeah, just like a lifesaver.
Oh.
Don't swallow them, because they're not biodegradable, but you can just chew on them.
I have a bag of Jolly Rancher candies in my drawer at work.
Ooh, Jolly Rancher candy? That sounds evil. What is it exactly?
Oh, Jolly Rancher. It's a hard candy in different flavors.
Ooh, I love it. How is that job going, by the way?
It's doing pretty well.
I just realized those buttons are quite dangerous. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah, don't eat a button. That's not a good idea.
Yeah. So tell me this.
I've got the personalities figured out, Archie, of the different kind of people I'm working with there.
Yes,
and I got some questions for you about it, too.
What do you got?
First of all, in the rear room of the data center is the tape storage room. And there were 4 or 5 guys who work there, and that's all they do. There's a couple of older, skinny guys there, and there's about 3 who are in their 30s and 40s, and they all have the same kind of attitude and look and body style. They're all over 300 pounds. They have this just miserable, self-defeated look on their face all the time. If they ever get married, it's not going to be to a girl who weighs any less than they do. I see it's like there's this sour puss look on their face all the time. Walking down the hall, you know. And that's all I ever see them. I talk to them, hi. That's all. They're like a whole separate subsection I don't even want to talk to. Up in the front, I'm getting along pretty well with the people I work with. Archie, here's a question for you. Have you ever had to work with someone who just does not shut up all day? If you give them a chance to start talking, they will talk and talk and talk, and you're just sorry you said anything to them at all.
Clive, Watch Wrangler, $2. Shout out to Bark and Jack. Thank you, Clive. Much appreciated. Your $2 is well appreciated. Thank you.
Hey, Clive, how you doing?
You
ever worked with a talker?
Now, actually, I've been the talker, sorry. I am the talker. What do you mean by worked with the talker? I am the talker.
Oh, man.
Yeah, okay.
If I get bored in the data center, I can walk out front to where the security guards sit, and most of them are pretty cool. One of the guys, he's an older guy. He's a nice guy. But once he starts talking, he won't shut up. I've been stuck there for half an hour. You can't get a word in edgewise. I'm like, oh, God, let me go back there and work. Anything's better than this.
Walker, Texas Ranger, $2. Shout out to Clive. Thank you, Walker. Now tell me this. How is so you're at the new data center? You're doing desktop support. What are you doing exactly?
It's called a data center infrastructure technician. There's only a few people in the entire place, maybe 5 to 6 people at any one time. Our purpose in a data center, Archie, is the data center is built to provide security, power, cooling, and internet connections for the computer systems. Companies put their computers in our building, and we maintain them. They might call us and say, hey, go look at this server and see if it's running, or can you go and restart this one? Or if we get new equipment in, we will add the equipment in, and we will be on the phone with them and start it up at a certain time. We're the
okay, Turkey Vulture, $2. Shout out to people with special needs. Thank you, Turkey Vulture. Howdy from Texas, $2. Loudmouth Tim, I give you juice and a shower.
I see that, yeah.
So, Loudmouth Tim, so they asked, do you actually physically go and reboot the server, or what do you do?
Yes, we do that sometimes.
Are these virtualized, or you do them from your desk?
We go out on the floor and do everything. The most recent job I had, Archie, we had to shut down a server. I had to pull it out of the rack, install extra memory sticks into it, and then put it back together, reconnect all the cables, and then start it up again while they were on the phone, and they would check to make sure the server booted up and ran with the extra memory in it. Those are the kind of things we do. You can outsource a lot of the jobs to India, but for some things, you have to have someone there touching the equipment, pushing the buttons, installing things. And that's what we do. And I think that'd be a good job for you, Archie, because you wouldn't have to be around a whole lot of people. There's days I sit in my desk 11 and a half out of the 12-hour shift. That's actually bad. That's not going to help me lose any weight.
Yankee Doodle, $2. BMW 5 Series or Mercedes-Benz E-Class, sedan or SUV? Definite. Sedan. Go for the E-Class. Get an E-Class. Sedan.
Tesla Model 3 Performance.
Now, tell me this. You enjoying it there? What's the hourly rate?
I'm getting $24 an hour.
That's not bad. That's not minimum wage.
It's not great. It's not horrible. I'm not even really clear if I'm a contractor or not. But yeah, as long as the paychecks keep coming, everything seems to be stable at the place. I seem to be getting along well with most of the people there. So just, maintain and keep the paychecks coming.
You just keep a low profile, keep your head down, and just look busy.
Yeah, kind of.
Now,
Archie, you told me about your dad used to have rental properties?
Yes, he did.
I got another one myself, too.
You bought a rental property?
Yeah, I got a duplex in a low-income area, and so I'm making some money off that, too, to help supplement the income.
How's that going? How much do you pay for it?
Total is $40,000. I had to put down $5,000, and then I'll pay payments every month for 3 years to pay it off.
Beautiful.
So essentially, the rent payments I handed to the previous owner for 3 years, and then
it's rent to buy. You didn't go to a bank.
No, we did owner financing.
Is that dangerous?
With a guy, so I'll give you $5,000 down and $500 a month for 3 years.
Who has the deeds? Who has the title?
I do.
He gave it to you?
Yeah, we did a full formal closing at a real estate office.
Okay.
But, it's like any mortgage. If you don't pay your mortgage, you lose the place. And the same thing here. Instead of paying them the $500 a month, I'll pay them the full $1,000 from the rent money I'm getting from both apartments. So I want to have my money out of things.
The tenants okay?
So far they're okay. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with them. I've only had the place for a few weeks.
Okay.
This is going to be a good week for me, Archie, because this week I have rent payments coming and a paycheck on Friday.
Beautiful. Yeah. It's called capitalism. Welcome to capitalism.
Got to make that money.
Remember
that, Archie? MMM. Mo money for me.
Yes. So you're always cheery. I really like that about you, Loudmouth. I mean, you're technically ratings poison, to be honest with you, but you're always cheery. Nothing ever fucks you off. You're just happy. You're cheery.
Well, you gotta be like that. You can't let it drag you down, Archie. Because the people I grew up with, they never became anything, and they used to try to talk me out of doing stuff. Misery, what is it? Misery enjoys company.
Misery has many friends. Blue shirt, put a $2. Fuck me dead. The Pontiff is live on a Monday. Yes.
Yeah.
We can do this. As long as money keeps coming in, I'm more than happy to do a weekly live show we could do this. You just let me know, Loudmouth, okay?
Oh, Archie, I have a different kind of a schedule in this place.
Ooh, how is that?
Essentially, I work 6 days out of 7 one week, and then I'm off 6 days out of 7 the next week.
6 out of 7 1 week?
Yeah. I work 4, then I'm off 1, then I work 2. And then it flips. I'm off 4 days, then I work 1, then I'm off 2. So I'm working 7 days out of every 2 weeks.
Okay, fair enough. Is that working good for you?
It is, actually. In every 2 week period, I'm off. I got Sunday, a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday in a 2 week period.
Oh, so sometimes you're working on the weekend.
Yeah. This weekend is going to be one of those. It's the good week and it's the bad week. Today's my 4th day of 4 off in a row. I'll work tomorrow, then I'm off 2 days, then I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And when I'm at work, Archie, I always try to have the live stream on my phone so I can watch what's going on.
Beautiful. Tell me this.
I drive home. I get off at 8 o'clock in the evening Eastern time, and when I'm in the car, I'm driving home. I got the phone is streaming the ArchieLuxury live stream, and see, okay, what are these guys going to talk about tonight? Watches?
So Loudmouth, how many hours a week? That's 40 hours a week?
It's essentially, it works out to be 44 and then 36 the next week. It's a 2 week pay period, so 80 hours every paycheck.
Did you want to get a second job to supplement that? You're still doing PC repairs?
I do it some. I haven't advertised for a while, but I get calls now and again from people I've done work for years. So I haven't been doing it so much anymore.
You know what I hate? Let me tell you some pet peeves, okay?
Okay.
This is going back 20 years. Can I give you some IT horror stories?
I'd like to hear one. Tell me a good one.
I remember I went to this house, right? I used to hate laptops. And I remember it was a Dell laptop. This is when modems were still 30. I had a 33.6 baud modem. It used phone lines then, right?
Oh, man, that's old.
And, okay, so this was 1999. Okay, 1999, 20 years ago, okay?
Yes.
And I remember she had this old Dell laptop, right?
Yes.
And she had no discs, no drivers, no nothing, and said, can you set it up again from scratch? And I remember saying to myself, this was before you had like internet like now. And yeah. I just walked away from the job. I thought, this is fucked. I'm going to be mucking around for hours to get drivers. And you remember before internet days, you needed to get all the discs, all the drivers. Otherwise,
I've had many fights with getting a driver into a computer.
And she didn't even have her Windows discs. And I thought, oh, fuck. This is just disaster. And I remember in the internet days, in the old days, like most people now use Gmail, don't they?
I guess a lot do, yes. I have Hotmail for my emails.
But most cases, even if you're using Hotmail, it's server-based. Your emails don't come through to your PC.
Right.
But back then, most people used to use a POP3 account.
Yeah.
Which the emails would come to their PC.
Yeah.
And they're going to back these emails up.
I've learned the hard way, Archie. You always have to ask them what kind of email do they have, because there's been times I would rebuild the computer, wipe the whole thing out, and then take it back to them. Where's my emails? I don't know. They're not on this computer, I can tell you that. And then that's a very delicate situation. And you mean you lost my emails? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So, well, why do you have a POP3 email account for? Why can't you have Hotmail like everybody else?
Exactly.
It's our fault.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was fucked. And then, when Windows 95 came out, the thing I hated about Windows, so the first Windows was Windows 95. It wasn't seamless. Like, even if you copied the program off, you copy the directory folder with the program, there were all these links, you know, the links, which you had to run the installation to do the links. And Windows is still like that. You can't just copy the directory and slop it back in.
And Jamie Y, Archie, Jamie Y has a question. How are my cryptocurrencies doing? They're doing pretty good now. I'm starting to break even and make some money. Archie, have you seen how the price bumped up in cryptocurrencies between February and April?
No.
If I had bought, I own some Litecoin, but believe this: if I owned $10,000 in Litecoin in February, in mid-April I could have bought your Patek.
Is that right? Wow.
Tripled. The price tripled.
Wow.
I have about $500 worth of Litecoin. I have about 7 different coins I'm holding there, and I'm just kind of letting them ride for now. But if I had invested hard in Litecoin, I would have tripled my money just between February and April. And now the prices are starting to come down. It'll be down, then it'll surge up. Then it'll come down, then it'll surge up. And when it gets to the point when you're seeing cryptocurrencies on the nightly news, and average people who don't know anything about crypto coins are mortgaging their house to buy Bitcoin, that's when it's time to sell out.
Okay.
When your barber's
Texas Ranger, $2. Is this a watch channel or a channel for nerds?
Well, it's kind of the same thing either way. It is a watch channel for nerds. It's not.
Now tell me this.
Are we normal?
Loudmouth. How do you feel about the new job? I used to. I like it. How many PCs are you repairing a week now?
On my own, well, maybe 1, possibly. I might get a call every week or 2. I haven't been advertising. I haven't put up signs for over a year.
Okay.
There's a few still out there. People who have my number from a long time ago.
A virus?
It depends. If it's something I can take out easily with maybe a C cleaner and a Malwarebytes scan, I mean, like $40 the first hour I'm there, and that covers it. So we're good for that.
What do you charge? Okay, Yankee Doodle, $2. Tim, don't quit your day job, big boy.
That's right. I can't afford to do that yet. Archie, I figured out that if I had between 8 and 10 rental apartments, I wouldn't have to work anymore. That would be enough income to replace my salary.
Okay, fair enough. Tell me this. Okay, fair enough. Tell me this. What's the go as far as the what is the go, Tim, as far as the I forgot what I was going to say. The job situation there. Your wife is still working, isn't she?
Yeah, she still has her job.
You're working full time.
Yes.
You're doing some repair work. What do you use to undelete files?
To under what?
Undelete. If you accidentally delete files, what program?
Undelete. I have used a program called Paraform Recover, RECUVA, and you can go into a hard drive and file by file see what's on there.
Oh, Recover. Yes, I know Recover, but you got to buy that. You got to pay money for that.
No, there's a free version of it.
No, it doesn't undelete. It just shows you what files you could get if you paid for it.
PP in the comments. That lamp is 40 years old. Yes, it probably is. It's from my wife's family. They got a lot of old stuff over here. Look at the furniture. See the chest of drawers there?
And you got a Commodore 64 there?
Yes, my Commodore 64. I was playing Space Taxi on it yesterday.
Space Taxi?
Yeah, that's a video game for Commodore 64.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Tim, if you work by the hour, why only work bi-weekly?
Why do I only get paid by? Well, the job pays every 2 weeks. It's
That's okay. That's quite normal, Yankee. That's okay.
A lot of jobs I work at through contractors, they pay you every week. A few have paid every 2 weeks. This job happens to pay every 2 weeks, and I'm okay with that. I prefer to get a check every single week, but it's the same amount of money every 2 weeks.
So tell me,
Archie. Oh, go ahead.
Tim, you're fitting in well now.
Oh.
How far from home is it?
It's 26 miles. Pee-pee, no pictures on the wall? Yes, there is. Look up here. Uh-oh. Whoa, I just spilled my water.
Shit.
Look up here in the wall. There is a. Let's do it again. There's a picture on the wall. You see that picture?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. I do have a picture on the wall.
And look at that. We've got the latest fashions in your wardrobe. The latest colors and fashions.
Yeah.
Lime green and pastel. Berkshire, $2. Tim is not even qualified to scrub toilets. No, Tim's been in IT for 20 years, haven't you?
You know what amazes me, Archie? A lot of the people who work in this data center have told me they came into the job with no IT experience at all. Nothing. Not even desktop support. And they've been there 20 years. A lot of people I've worked with, they've been there 15, 20 years. And they get mad talking about it, about how they get pay raises over time. And I've told them, you don't get pay raises in IT jobs by working your way up over 20 years. You leave one job and go to another job and lie about what you made. That's how you get pay raises. Worked pretty well for me.
Everything's worked out pretty well for you indeed.
Well, I'm trying to, you know.
Whereabouts in America are you living? What state?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Now, your house was another $40,000 house you bought?
The rental house, yes.
But this one you're living in now, this is how much is your house worth?
This house we paid $87,000 for it.
That's pretty
we've done a lot of work on it.
$87,000 for a house?
Yeah. We've done a lot of work. It got a new furnace. It got a new roof. I built a driveway. We made episode 185. I cut down a big dead tree in the backyard. And episode 185 of Tim and the Tree at loudmouthtim.com. So the place is probably worth, I would say, it better be worth over 100 now for all the work I've done in this place.
And
fixed a lot of wiring.
So why didn't you move into the $40,000 house? You could move in there and rent out this one for even more.
Not really. No, I mean, number one, I'm married, and it's what she wants to do, Archie.
She's a good wife.
If it was my way, I'd be living in LA right now, like I was.
But housing's very expensive in LA.
Yeah, I had an apartment out there for $900 a month, though. I was in a good area in Valley Village, near Studio City in North Hollywood, and I got lucky with the deal. The old people who owned the place didn't know what the current market rate was, which was around $1,100. They told me $9. I said, okay, here you go. Sign me up.
Wow.
Everything is set up in this house here, Archie. My wife, I've looked around the house, Archie, and pretty much everything in the house is my wife's family stuff. You know, my stuff is in my room, and that's about it.
Woody, New Yorker, $2. Wow, Monday surprise live. Tim, I bought a Tesla 3.
Oh, very good there, Woody, New Yorker. On May 8th, I will have had my Tesla for a year, Archie, and right now I've got 25,800 miles on it.
I heard they're very expensive to repair if you have an accident in one.
They are, because Tesla's really touchy about they will let work on the car.
Is that right?
It's something to do with all the sensors for the autopilot, and if you put on too much paint, that's no good. It'll mess up the sensors. It's very delicate how they're doing things right now. Getting Tesla certified repair centers, it's a supply and demand thing. If you get in an accident, you may be waiting a while.
You love your Tesla, but don't you?
Look, Ted, here, see, look, I'm married. Ted DBS says I have no wife. Look at that.
You know, he's married.
Well, it's behind the Commodore 64 disk box, yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have that great furniture if you weren't married, would you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I have a double height air mattress and my computer table and one chair in this house if I was single.
How many? Whose computer is that?
What computer?
The 64, Commodore 64.
Well, that's mine.
I only had a VIC-20. You heard of the VIC-20?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I got a new phone the other day, Archie.
What'd you get?
I got a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus.
Wow, that's an expensive phone.
From Tim.com, you'll get a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus in the blue color, 64 gigabytes.
Wow.
I like my S5 has done really well for me for a long time, but it's starting to lose files. It lost some photo files. I had them backed up on the computer, and I've had this thing for 4.5 years, and it's done great for me, Archie, but it was starting to do things hardware-wise that, and it's about to lose. It's losing its second battery. The second battery doesn't hold the charge anymore too well, so it was time to change up to the next one.
That's fantastic. So tell me this, Loudmouth, that 70s furniture, that will come back in, you know that. Don't throw it away.
Oh yeah, I might. I mean, I have no sense of no sense of style. So you know, if the drawer, you open the drawer, you put your clothes in, you close the drawer, that's good enough for me. It's doing its job. It doesn't have to be pretty at the same time.
Ooh.
And look at that lamp back there, Archie. It lights up just as well as a brand new lamp. So, you know, almost as good and a whole lot cheaper.
I think I saw one in the Brady Bunch like that.
Yeah, it probably is. I'm sure it's that old. There's a couple more in the house like that too.
Hey,
if people look at the you look at the video, Archie, on my channel about the video with the bird, I took video in the house.
Hey,
as I was
speaking of which, I bought a camera. I've got an Osmo Pocket. You know the Osmo Pocket.
Yeah, you said that was a little gimbal camera.
Yes, that's a fantastic.
Is it good?
It shoots up to 4K.
Wow, how much was that?
It was about 500 Aussie, 350 US.
I'm surprised something that small would be a really good picture.
It uses the same camera as the drones. You know, the DJI drones.
You can walk with it, and it keeps the picture from shaking.
Exactly, Tim. I think for that could be the next improvement for your channel. You know,
if anybody else is interested in the antiques and old furniture in the house, look at my video about the bird on my YouTube channel, Loudmouth Tim, because I was taking pictures all through the house, following the bird around, and just things in the background got in the shots, and you'll get to see more of the old stuff in the house.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Can everyone do a wristwatch check? Seiko SARB 035. Loudmouth Tim is wearing an Invicta.
Invicta 14969 in quartz.
Archie is wearing a Milgauss.
Yeah, I can't turn my hand on.
A Milgauss.
I'm doing backwards here in the camera. That looks like a Submariner, don't it?
It does. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know. The
rich kid at work has a Rolex Submariner, and I took pictures of mine right beside it, and with very little difference.
Have you spoken to him? Does he know ArchieLuxury?
He does. He said he watched the channel a few times, and he thought you swore too much, and so he didn't want to wear it. He didn't want to watch it. But Archie, more things about some of the guys I work with.
Did you tell him you were friends with me?
I mentioned it. Yeah, I didn't directly come out and say it, but hey, have you ever seen the Archie? You like watches? You heard about the ArchieLuxury channel? Yeah, I saw it once, but he swears too much. I don't like him.
Okay, tell me about the guys you work with.
Yeah, one of the guys I work with most directly. He's a nice guy. He knows his job, but he's a talker too. And another problem with him, Archie, the fan in the bathroom does not work. And if he goes
what watch does Tim's wife, BBC Lover, wear?
She doesn't have a watch.
Okay.
But this guy at work, Archie, if he goes in the bathroom, it's a hazard zone for a full hour. And you know it was him in there because it always smells the same way after he's been in there for a while, and it's not good. I got to talk to the facilities guy. Can you get this fan working in the bathroom, please?
It's that bad?
And he'll bomb that place out. Oh, jeez, oh, man.
So tell me this. What other guys do you work? Any girls there you work with, or strictly men only?
There's one woman upstairs in the Knock Administration Center, but I never work with her directly. And one
Yankee Doodle, $2. Who weighs more, you or your wife?
I do. My wife is a lot lighter than me. So if I weighed what my wife weighs, I would be looking really good.
Yes. So tell me this. What other strange quirks do they have there in IT there? Tell me what other quirks they have.
Well, we've got the talkers in the place.
Smokers? We have smokers?
Huh?
Smokers?
Some of them do smoke, yes. All the tape room guys are just, you know, miserable and have given up on life. And they got the kind of fat on them. It's like, I'm eating cold cut sandwiches the rest of my life. I don't care.
What about anyone else got a Tesla? Do they like your Tesla?
No, they like my Tesla. Archie, I tried to get them to let me charge it at work. I walked around the entire building a few times like I do it for exercise. And I looked all around the building and outside. Where can I plug in the car? And I found one place I could plug it into a standard 120-volt outlet. Yeah. And I asked our manager, you know, can I plug in the car while I'm at work? And he's like, well, yeah, I don't know. I know it's good to support EVs and stuff, but they're really only to not use a lot of power in this place. This is a huge data center with a 120-volt outlet, 2 servers draw more power than I can charge with in this place. But I didn't make a big fuss about it. Say, okay, I'm just checking, no problem. It's not a big deal. I haven't used it for 2.5 months. It's not to ask. I let it go with that.
You don't need to charge up at work, do you?
No, I just figured, if I can do it and it's free, then what the heck? Why not? But I'd save like $1 a day. But
Tesla is white, isn't it? Your Tesla's white.
Yes, it's white. I figured I would do it just to get a little more out of them because I took a heck of a pay cut coming to this job, Archie. Here's a picture on my new phone of the car. It shows the miles and the battery.
You got 181 miles left to go.
Yeah.
And do you let it run down, then charge up, or do you charge up at every chance?
No, I let it run down most of the way. When it gets down around a quarter tank or so, I'll plug it in overnight, and it's full in the morning. Now that we're into springtime here, Archie, I'm using less power because I don't have to run the heater.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm saving some money on that.
I'm just going to grab this. You keep talking.
Okay, anyone who has a question for me, type it in the chat.
Hello?
Go by the YouTube channel, Loudmouth Tim, and see not only me, but my bird and the old furniture in the house.
It's okay. You keep talking, Loudmouth. Keep talking.
Okay. And I put my most recent episode 186 on there, too. It's episode 186 about the whole Google, Amazon, Echo, Alexa, Nest Home security thing and how the government uses them to spy on you. It's on my website, loudmouthtim.com, and it's also on my YouTube channel, Loudmouth Tim, right here. Okay, who has a Logan Hall? How many monthly viewers do I have? I go by the bandwidth. I don't. There's a couple hundred views and hits on my website every month. Not a lot. I haven't got a lot of traffic there. Okay, anyone else have any questions for me in the chat? Type it in now. Quick, hurry up. Do a super chat to Archie here because he doesn't do things for free.
So tell me this. I actually wanted to tune in. I've been feeling a bit down lately. My old high school was demolished. It's been knocked down.
Yes, I've seen the videos of that.
I keep going back like a moth goes to a light. I can remember that school. I remember the authority, and I just find it hard to see it's gone. They didn't even have a party, a goodbye, farewell,
I've had places like that happen around here too, Archie. Like my grandparents died, and I'd go by their house years later and see the place. Things like that, or where houses used to be and they've been knocked down. I don't like the feeling, but I guess there's not much you can do about that. Time kind of goes on. Alumni Quad, Loudmouth Tim, what is my password? Well, you got to figure it out. Can't tell you everything.
I got to be honest with you. It's been pretty, it's been a bit hard there. I've been thinking about getting an IT job again, actually.
Yeah, I think it would help a lot. Even if you had like a desktop support job or maybe a data center technician job, 40 hours a week, you're making a halfway decent paycheck and having that money come in. Not only is it better for self-esteem, but having money is having money, and you'll have less stress in your life from how am I going to pay the bills. And I got to say, Archie, for someone who talks about how broke he is all the time, you sure do seem to take a lot of airplane flights. I can't help but notice that. I'm broke and I'm miserable, but I have to get away to Melbourne for the weekend to relax.
Yeah.
Well, you must not be too broke if that's the case.
Yeah.
Has anyone else ever mentioned that?
No, they haven't. I gotta say, Loudmouth, I think I might actually, I might get a job just to film the process and that there,
That would be fun. You can make some episodes, put one of those hidden cameras in your shirt pocket or in your tie, like a tie clip, and go to your interviews with it and record the interview.
Yes.
Like, what do they say and what do you say?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
PP, I did not buy Tesla stock. If it dips down real low, I'll get a few shares.
I got to say, Loudmouth, are you happy in your life now?
Yeah, things are going pretty well here. It could be better. It could be
$2 for Versa. Tim, what special ed school did you go to?
I didn't go to special ed. I was in a normal class, believe it or not.
Silly boy, £2. The Tesla spies on you, LMT, loudmouth
yes,
Tim.
It does, and I'm not too excited about that part of it, but I do enjoy having the car nonetheless. Although, Archie, I've got my plans figured out. If I ever want to go somewhere and do something a little on the side, for whatever, rental car, and leave the cell phone at home.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, would you get on a Chinese-made jumbo jet? Can't be any worse than the 737 MAX, can it?
Yeah, they really screwed that one up.
How the fuck did that? And that's software, they reckon. It's software.
They charge extra. I read about it, Archie. I heard on the news. They give you the plane with the things that made it crash, but they charge extra for the software that would take care of that.
Jesus.
And big companies paid for it, but little airline carriers like the ones who crashed didn't buy the extra stuff. Head DB, do I own a big green egg barbecue? No, I do not. Logan Hall, does it feel weird to drive a normal car after driving a Tesla? I haven't driven a gasoline car in a year. I had to move my wife's car one time, Archie, from the side of the house to the driveway, and I would just touch the gas pedal and vroom, and touch the gas pedal, vroom, because I'm so used to pushing my electric pedal a certain way, and you step in the gas pedal is so light in a regular car, you just touch it and boom, it's going to the floor.
Wow. I wanted to ask you, Loudmouth, you're happy in Pennsylvania? That's quite a good place to be, isn't it?
I mean, it's not bad. I've been in better places. I've been in worse places. You can live here and have a decent life and everything. One thing Pittsburgh has over LA is you can walk into a convenience store without someone asking you for change. That's a positive, and it's cheaper to live here. There's cheap places here, there's expensive places here, and there's a lot of middle of the road cost places here too. So there's a very wide variety. Yes. I'm doing the best I can to, spend a little and get a lot,
Bang per buck. Have you got a garage for your car yet?
I don't have a garage. I have a driveway. I built a driveway in my backyard after I cut down the tree in episode 185. So now I can park off of the street, and that's more resale value to the house, too. A 2-car driveway off-street parking.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, what do you prefer, diesel or petrol? Definitely petrol. Yeah. Oil burners, I don't know. Oil burners after Dieselgate. I think petrol. I got a 1.8-liter Honda Civic, which is fairly fuel efficient.
Yeah.
And I got to do a service on that baby soon. That puppy needs a service. 130,000 kilometers, which is, what's that? It's about 90,000 miles.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I've done 90,000 miles in it. Which that car will keep going, you know that? Not like a German car.
Yeah. One thing I'm enjoying right now with having an electric car is I'm not paying all the taxes on the gasoline here.
Yeah.
Part of the taxes is taxes to go fix the roads. I'm not paying it now, but eventually they'll change it. So every year when you renew the car registration, you pay a couple $100, to replace the gasoline taxes you're not paying. They'll catch up soon enough. I'm not going to rush them on it.
They will catch up. That's exactly right there.
Yeah.
I got to say,
Tim, Ruffles, cheddar, or sour cream, or Cheetos? Well, I don't like the cheddar cheese so much. I prefer sour cream and onion, or Pringles, salt and vinegar, or Triscuits, the garlic ones, possibly.
I like premium chips there. I like River Rock. I like River Rock Deli. Rock Deli chips. They're like a premium chip, where they use sea salt and balsamic vinegar. That's amazing. Oh, I could eat some chips now. Chips, or even just original salt, just original salt, just salted potato chips.
I'll get peanuts, and I notice a difference between regular salt and sea salt on the regular peanuts.
Yeah.
Like peanuts. I don't know if they have that.
Oh my God, you're making me hungry. Yankee Doodle just purchased a Volkswagen Touareg diesel. Love it. The two-reg diesel, they're a very nice truck. They're an expensive truck, actually.
West Virginia, David R. Yes, they have Snyder's of Berlin chips here. I get them once in a while, but we're talking like maybe once a year or so. A local brand.
So
I drink Iron City Light. I don't drink any kind of beer. I'm not a beer drinker. I almost never drink any kind of alcohol. I don't smoke either.
Kettle chips are amazing. Yes, sir. Kettle chips. I love kettle chips.
They do have kettle chips here. I have had those once in a while.
They're a premium chip.
Yeah, I get them, but I can't enjoy them because I'm thinking about the scale. This whole 4 days I've had off, Archie, I wanted to see my weight come down. I lost about 2 pounds. It's been fluctuating around 330, 335, 337, 331. Okay, come on. Let's get down below 330 again here. You're done being sick. You got no more excuses. And
Chicken Berry, $3 shout out to Clive, looking good in green.
Clive says, quit stealing my kids' Adderall. I have neither kids or Adderall. I'm just, you know, I get all hip hyper for the show here a little bit.
I got to tell you that, Loudmouth, it's you're living the dream. You've got a job, you've got a car, you've got a house.
I guess so, yeah.
What more do you want in life?
To not have to have a job anymore. To have the money coming in from the cryptocurrencies. I mean, yeah, you know, you're right. I mean, it could be better, it could be worse, but so far, not bad.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Tim, let's bring to Arch to Hershey Park chocolate.
Yeah, I've never been to Hershey. I know where it is. It's over in the middle of the state somewhere, but I've never been to it. And I do not get bullied at work, Bowser. No, I'm as fat as any of them. So, you know, what are you going to say? Our networking guy, he's pretty cool. He handles the network stuff at work, Archie. And our manager, he always has this look in her face. He has a look in her face like you asked him a question that Albert Einstein couldn't answer. Like, huh? Huh? He's like, huh? He just became a manager about the time I got hired. So I've been doing good there so far. I think I'm getting along well with everybody, but I've thought that before. And all of a sudden you get a call from the agency. Your assignment's done. I don't think that'll happen here, but, you know, I'm just trying to maintain.
Or you're at home?
What?
They tell you your assignment's done at work or at home?
I've had it happen both ways. Mostly it'll happen an hour after your shift ended and you're on your way home or you were at home. That's what happened last time, Archie. I got off work at 8 o'clock and they called me at 9:05.
Yeah, I remember the last job. Chickberry $2. Clive, the hair dye looks really great.
Archie, what time is it there? We just had our time change for spring.
Oh, it's 11 a.m. now.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock here. So you're 14 hours ahead of me right now. At this time of year with the time differences. You're heading for winter time and we're heading.
What time is it there? Night time, 9 o'clock, is it?
Yes, it's 9:05 p.m. right now.
Okay. Loudmouth, I gotta tell you, I got your sticker on the fridge. You're on the fridge, you know that, don't you?
Yes, I've seen it in some of the episodes. Thank you for having it on there.
Yeah, you did pay for that. That's very, very kind of you. I gotta
say I'm on Adderall. I'm not on Adderall. I'm on too much fatness.
I gotta tell you, Loudmouth. I gotta say to you, you know, what's the IT game hold out for you there?
What's my plan for it?
Yeah.
Well, I am hoping, Archie, that
you were earning $34 an hour at your previous place.
I was at $35 an hour there. That was kind of a fluke getting that really good paycheck there. I went from 25 to 30 to 35, and now I'm down to 24 in this job. So
Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, why do all your guests wear green?
Green, the color of money, man.
So tell me this: why is this pay so low compared to where you were? Would you go to it? Would you start looking for another job, or you'd hold out?
For the kind of job I'm doing, this pay rate, I hate to say, is fairly appropriate. The last job I was more of a network administrator, and that's a higher level kind of a job.
Did you like that?
Not really, but a low level network admin. And now it's more hardware tech, data center tech, and I had brought a lot of experience to the job, so I got a better pay rate than most of the people there. But still, their idea of a good pay rate is my idea of a low pay rate.
Did you ever watch Eli the Computer Guy on YouTube?
I've seen a few of his episodes, not too many, but some.
What do you think of him?
I like the ones I've seen him do. I watch a lot of Linus Tech Tips.
Okay.
I like his shows. I watch a few of those, and also Louis Rossmann. He's in New York. He fixes a lot of Apple computers, and I enjoy that he takes people are not paying a fortune to Apple for a simple little repair. This Rossmann guy can fix them and save them a ton of money. Take money off Apple. That makes me happy.
I don't do any Apple work.
Yeah, me either. It kind of makes me want to do Apple work so I could get money for me and take it off Apple, but I'm too far out of the game there. I'm kind of burned out on doing home repair. I thought for the last few months here, get a new box of signs, go out, sign up the area, and do a lot more home calls, house calls. But I'm like, I'm making okay money at the job now. I got some rental income coming too. I don't really need to do it as much anymore. And I know more money is more money, but I work 10 to 12 hours a day at my job, Archie. 10-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts. And I get home, I just want to sit down and have some peace and quiet here and watch the ArchieLuxury live stream in my room, So
Tim, I'm going to wrap this show up. Thank you for being my guest here. This has been a really nice show.
Okay. Are you have you made any more plans for your ArchieLuxury USA tour?
No, I've kind of
sometime. Pick about 3 or 4 cities in America, and we'll all collect up money and have Clive hold the money until you get here, and then we'll all come and meet you in a few different cities.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Loudmouth. It's been a great pleasure to have you on. We'll catch up soon, okay?
Okay, thank you. Everyone, come on by the YouTube channel.